We do not need another red flags video because some of the biggest green flags in a godly man are the ones most women completely overlook. And that's exactly why some of you keep asking God for the one while unintentionally passing by him. Because let's be real, not every good man is obvious. Not every man of God comes with a label. Some of the most important qualities, you won't see them on the first date. You won't hear them in his words. You will only catch them if you're paying attention. You only catch them if you know what to look for. I've seen this happen so many times. A woman meets a good man, but because he doesn't match what she expected, she overlooks him. Not because he wasn't right, but because she didn't know what to look for. And the truth is, the qualities that matter most are not revealed through charisma. They're revealed through consistency, through patterns, through how he lives when no one is watching. So the question is, are you recognizing a godly man when you see one? Or are you missing him? Because these next 5 green flags, they are not loud, they are not obvious, they are the ones you only notice when you slow down, observe, and truly discern his character. And once you see them, you won't be able to unsee them. I think most especially the 3rd and the 4th ones are often overlooked by women. So if you haven't seen part 1 of this video, where I share 7 powerful green flags to look for in a godly man, do make sure to go and watch that video right after this one because it will bless you. But today, we are going to go even deeper. So get comfy, get your notepads, and let's get into it. Green flag number 8. He is consistent in private, not just in public. Let's be honest. Anyone can look godly in public. At church, hands lifted. Around people, saying the right things. Online, posting scriptures. But who is he when no one is watching? That is the real question. Who is he when no one is watching? A godly man doesn't switch personalities depending on the environment. His character is steady. The way he speaks to you in private, the way he handles situations behind closed doors, it aligns with what you see in public. Luke 16 verse 10 says, whoever is faithful in little is faithful also in much. So don't just observe his performance, observe his patterns, because consistency in private, that is a major green flag. Now, green flag number 9. He takes responsibility for his actions. Okay? Now, this one right here, very important. A godly man is not perfect, by no means, but he's accountable for his own behavior. When he's wrong, he doesn't twist the story. He doesn't gaslight you. He doesn't shift blame. He owns it. He says, I'm sorry when there's need to be sorry, and not just with words, but with changed behavior. Proverbs 28 verse 13 says, whoever conceals their sin does not prosper, but the one who confesses and renounces them finds mercy. A woman shared with me that she once dated a man who never admitted fault. Every disagreement ended with him explaining why it somehow was her fault, her misunderstanding, or her reaction that was the problem. At first she thought, he's just confident. But over time, she realized something was missing, and it was accountability. She said the moment she knew it wouldn't work was when he broke her trust, and instead of owning it, he said, you're too sensitive. That's when she understood. A man who cannot take responsibility cannot build stability. I remember one day reading a bit about Kobe Bryant, and I found out that he openly admitted later in his career that early success came with pride, came with mistakes in leadership, and came with relational tension with his teammates. But what stood out to me was not perfection. It was the level of ownership he presented. He acknowledged his flaws publicly, which he honestly didn't have to do. And he worked intentionally to change it. That is maturity. A godly man is not someone who never fails. He is someone who does not run from his failures. A man who cannot admit when he's wrong is not ready for a healthy relationship. But a man who takes responsibility, that's a man you can grow with. That's a man who can grow. Now, green flag number 10. He is patient and not rushing the process. I always say this, and I won't stop. If there is pressure, confusion, or rushing, that's not from God. A godly man understands timing. He is not trying to fast-track intimacy. He's not trying to force a title. He's not trying to rush you into something that you're not ready for. Instead, he honors the process. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1 says, there is a time for everything. And a quick side note here, patience is not lack of interest, not at all. Sometimes patience is a sign of intention, because a man who sees long term doesn't rush what he values. A man who understands timings understands value. I remember someone telling me about a guy that she was dating, and she said, I thought he wasn't really interested in me. And guess why? She said he wasn't rushing her. He wasn't pressuring her. He wasn't overwhelming her with attention. And because she was used to intensity in relationships, she misread the stability as a lack of desire. So she walked away. And later she said something powerful. She said, I didn't realize I was rejecting peace because it didn't feel like chaos. That's the danger. If you are used to emotional highs and lows, healthy can feel unfamiliar to you. That's why healing in your single season is so important. By the way, this is one of the reasons you need to subscribe to this channel right here, right now. You will gain such an emotional awareness and guidance on healing in this season. So if you're not subscribed yet, join this family, join us right now. Now, green flag number 11. He handles conflict in a godly way. Let's talk about real life. Disagreements will happen. Misunderstandings will come. That's normal and it's part of every relationship. But how does he respond? Does he shut down? Does he lash out at you? Does he become disrespectful, aggressive? Or does he stay calm? Does he listen? Does he seek resolution instead of winning? A godly man doesn't avoid conflict, but he handles it with maturity, with grace and self-control. A godly man does not need to win every argument. He needs to build understanding. Anyone can be kind when things are easy, but character shows when things are hard. Emotional maturity is not proven in agreement, but it is proven in disagreement. And green flag number 12. He lives with integrity in his everyday life. Now, this one ties everything together. Integrity is who he is when it actually costs him something. Does he keep his word? Does he follow through on what he says? Is he honest even when it's inconvenient? Because listen, if he cuts corners in life, he will cut corners in love. Proverbs 10 verse 9 says, whoever walks in integrity walks securely. Let me share a quick story with you. I remember a time when I was observing Richie, my husband, not even in a deep relationship moment, but just in everyday life. There was a situation where he had every opportunity to take an easy route, okay? Something that would have benefited him in the moment, but it wasn't fully right. And do you know what he did? He chose the harder path, the honest path. No one would have known if he didn't. No one was there to applaud him. But that moment told me everything I needed to know, because I saw this is a man who doesn't just do right when people are watching. He does right because it is right. It is easy to do right when it benefits you. It is hard to do right when it costs you. Integrity is not proven in public statements. It is proven in private decisions. Ladies, a man who is consistent when it costs him something is a man who can build a future with you. Let me tell you what happens when a woman begins to recognize these green flags. I once spoke with a woman who said, I stopped looking for excitement and I started looking for alignment. Meaning what? She slowed down. She observed patterns. She paid attention to character. And she told me, for the first time, Rita, for the first time, I feel at peace in a relationship. There's no confusion. There's no pressure, just clarity. And that's the difference. When you learn to recognize what truly matters, you stop chasing what only feels good. Now listen carefully. Realistically, these green flags are not things you discover on a first date. These are things you discern over time. So don't rush, observe, pray, pay attention, because God is not just sending you someone who sounds good. He is sending you someone whose life reflects Him. And that is worth waiting for. Ladies, this is the kind of eye-opening content you need in your single season to thrive, not just survive. I post this kind of content weekly on this channel, so subscribe right here, right now, so you don't miss any of it. Also, don't forget to like and share this video so other single women just like you can also grow in their discernment. Ladies, now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. Which of these green flags stood out to you the most? I'm curious to know. Let's talk in the comments. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.